Welcome to Tita Talks. My name is Sonia Tita Puopolo, and I'm your host. It is a great privilege and pleasure to introduce you to Deborah Harper. Deborah is a certified executive coach and life transitions coach. And as former vice president and general manager of Saks Fifth Avenue, Bal Harbour in Florida, she brings her beauty, flair, and incredible business acumen and understanding to her current path as she works with visionary executives, progressive leaders, and people who are awakening to the truth of who they are. Given COVID-19, there are many people suffering and in need of motivation and encouragement, and on how to keep a positive focus and feel happy. And today, we're talking about the healing power of motivation and positive energy, a self-care tool for you. Welcome to Tita Talks, Deborah.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me on. I appreciate it. It's so great to see you today.
We are so delighted to have you. Deborah, what are you doing to care for yourself at home in Los Angeles, California, during this COVID-19 pandemic quarantine?
Well, I'm still working as an executive and leadership coach. I still have clients that actually in 3 time zones that I'm working with right now. I maintain my healthy lifestyle, which is, just eating right, making sure I'm outside, even though it's with the mask now, I still go out and make sure I'm outside in nature and just doing my mindfulness and meditation and all sorts of good stuff, self-care, but also giving a lot too, making sure I'm balancing that out. I'm doing a lot of service work for people also.
Right. So how has COVID-19 affected your working creative process? It sounds like you're still working.
One of the things I do is I'm an independent contractor for Collective Gain, putting on free trainings. So it's for all the companies we serve and for anyone else. We invited friends, family, anybody we knew. We posted on social media. We invited them to free trainings on, I did heart math. I did points of view training. We did things about how to handle stress, breathing, meditation, mindfulness, just things to help, help people who just really needed some form of support, and we've been doing it for free.
That is amazing. And I understand your mantra is everything is energy, including your attitude, state of mind, and physical body. And in fact, that energy impacts the way you think, make decisions, your responses, your behaviors. And you say your energy awareness is what defines your overall experience as a human being. Can you tell us why is it so important to keep a positive focus now more than ever and stay motivated?
I have to say that's a great question too, because right now the world stage is filled with all this polarized, dark information. There's misinformation, there are dark agendas coming out, there are other agendas, there's corruption, all of this is coming out. It's, what we see on the stage out there is not the highest version of humanity in play. It's definitely lower vibrational. And if people are paying attention to that, or if they're getting triggered by that, it's causing emotional reaction that is very bad for them, because when you're triggered with high emotions, or you're in fear, or you feel like a victim, or you're in high stress, that hurts your immune system. It weakens your immune system, and you do not want to have a weakened immune system right now. So that's why the people I'm working with and everything I'm doing is about positive relationships, about, just self-love, self-care, healthy lifestyle, being productive. Now's the time to be productive, not check out. Play with your creativity, discover something new, nature, just exercise. All of that helps to strengthen your immune system, which again, that's what we want to do right now, is make sure our immune system is strong.
Absolutely. I understand that you say you utilize a transformative approach to help others courageously step forward, set radical expectations, achieve unprecedented outcomes, and lead global change with a high energetic awareness and patience and presence.
Yes.
Is there any way to truly prepare for a crisis like the coronavirus pandemic? And how can one think about transformation now?
Yeah, I think that having a strong, healthy foundation, and I look at, because I know so much about you and wellness world, the four pillars for wellness world. That's exactly, if you have a healthy lifestyle that includes nutrition and exercise and self-care and, mindfulness and meditation, all those things, that's going to help you to be prepared if something else comes along, because your immune system will be strengthened. So that's exactly, to me, the way that you can be prepared for it. And then like the second part of your question is the transformation now. What am I doing with people? The world it's going through a deconstruction process. It's like a transformation itself, right? So
Right.
the world's transforming, you have to transform too. This
Yeah.
is the time to transform. So I worked with my clients, and kind of what I've been saying to them is there are two lines coming out of quarantine. There's
Yeah.
the line of the winners. The winners are the ones who did the inner work. They were learning new things. They were growing. They were, focusing on their relationships. They were developing new goals, planning a new vision for the future. Or maybe they realized, I really don't like what I'm doing so much. It's not bringing me joy. Maybe I should do something else. And so we're kind of developing a plan so that when quarantine opens, they're the first ones in line and they're running ahead. Those are the winners. And if you're not in that winner line, you're in the wasted line. And
Mm,
those are the people who wasted this time, because this is
mm,
precious time that the world just sort of stood still, right? And it's a
absolutely.
time. It's a time
Yeah.
to, really not check out on Netflix or whatever people do. And it's not a time to be a victim. It's a time to claim your power. And that's something I've had to work on with my clients, is to claim your power and use this time and create that beautiful life that you want, that, maybe you weren't on a path where you wanted to be. Let's just go ahead and pull it back and, figure a new course for the future. So that's
Right.
that's kind of how I've approached it.
It's absolutely, it's a wonderful time for a reset. And as
Yeah.
relates to what are some of the best steps one can take to transform this crisis to an opportunity?
Yes, that is so great too, and just a foundational way. I think anytime in any crisis, whether it's health crisis or anything, it's about really, why is that crisis in your life? What is the lesson or the learning? What is the
Yeah,
gift or the opportunity? You got to
absolutely.
look at all of that. You have to have gratitude, even though it can be something horrible that you're going through. Have
Yes.
gratitude for it, and then take and develop a plan from, what you've learned, and, the way that you're looking at life now, and move forward
Mm,
with a plan so that you can maximize the opportunity that presented itself in the crisis, because every crisis does present opportunity, for sure.
So the services you provide, Deborah, are as follows: the executive and leadership coaching, life transitions coaching, and spiritual coaching. Walk
Yes.
us through each one, and then how can one
Yes.
best choose what is right for them?
Well, I'm really coaching holistically the entire person. So somebody comes to me for executive and leadership coaching, and it could be through a company, corporation that we're working with. And,
Right.
relationships always come up. That's always a key part of it. Now, an executive and leadership, sure, we're focusing on influence skills, executive presence, communication, relationship building, and team building, helping them to be prepared for, I don't know, big presentations or things that they have going on, in their career, and navigating ambiguous situations. Those are some of the skills that I help those people through. But too, in that, there's always an aspect of relationships. And then life transition. I mean, that's really, I'm working with some people who are transitioning out of careers.
Right.
They're, they lost their job. And so now they have this blank slate and they're saying, okay, what do I want to do? So
Yeah.
we're working together to brainstorm and create a plan for a new vision of a new life. And I've worked with people in health transitions who are dealing with difficult health situations. So, and also relationship. They may be going through a divorce or some difficult home and family relationship. Some of those are very complex. So it's about helping them to get clear and move forward. Always with a coach, it's about getting clear and moving forward. So I work with them that way. And then spiritual coaching, sometimes I include, since I'm a Reiki master and a reconnective healer and a holographic healing, I do some of that, or I may pull in, I've been doing a lot of regressions since I'm a Beyond Quantum Healing certified practitioner. I've been doing a lot of regressions lately. That's been fun. So I may do some of those things with them.
That's incredible. Again, it's about that reset, right? And people figuring out what is the best pathway forward. So as you had mentioned, our philosophy is the true self-care relies on utilizing all four pillars of a healthy lifestyle. That's exercise, nutrition, the rest healing, and mindfulness meditation. And that is our formula for health, happiness, and longevity.
Yes.
When these four pillars are in alignment, we know we achieve harmony and equilibrium. Deborah, what is your daily wellness routine? And what self-care tools do you use on a daily basis?
Yes, well, I do follow the four pillars, believe it or not. I know they work and I do follow that. It's my lifestyle. And I also meditate and, have different tools and techniques for mindfulness, which can include, breathing exercises. Those are some of the things I teach from my heart math, training. Just really getting in a very mindful present state. Make sure I do journaling, exercise, being out in nature, just all these things, and I honor my body's feelings. Some days I may want to insulate and stay inside, and other days I had too much energy and I have to get outside and, run it off or something. So it's paying attention to the body and really honoring what I'm feeling inside and what I need to do for myself. And I teach that to others.
You are such an amazing inspiration to us. Who and what inspires you, Deborah?
I am inspired by nature and by my son. Both of those things inspire me a lot. My son is amazing, and he inspires me every day. And, I love nature. Just being out in nature, I feel just all that wonderful energy, high vibrational energy in nature. And that really helps to refuel me. So that's how I usually get inspired, is by those things.
And what would you like to make sure we communicate with our viewers? Is there any other message that you would like to make sure to share with folks at home?
Yes, that's another great question. It's really important in this time to really do the inner work and figure out what is your heart's desire. What is it that's going to light up your life and make you so happy, happier than you've ever been before? And don't look out there at what's happening. You can't create your life by what's happening out there. You've got to create your life from what's happening from within. And so to really take this time to figure out what brings you joy and develop a plan to move forward. And when you have a vision, no matter what the world looks like when we open back up, you'll be able to navigate it and you'll be able to get to where you want to go. So that would be my advice.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Deborah. Thank you for joining us on Tita Talks. We love you so much. We are going to share
information. Thank you. Thank you so much.